What's up, y'all? Welcome back to our channel. We talk about debt. Yeah, and you know what? I do believe that the Lord is going to pay off my debt. I do trust that He would do that. And I want to share with y'all how much debt I've accumulated, okay, since I've quit my job last year in May because God told me to step away. And before I tell you the numbers of everything and what the total is, I also wanted to share that I needed to get this off my chest because I felt like it was really burdening me. It felt like it was keeping me in like a little bit of a bondage because I kept going back and forth like, God, if you really call me to YouTube, why am I in debt? Why am I in the most debt I've ever been in? You say that the borrower is a slave to the lender. I don't want to be a slave, Lord. So why am I doing this? But then I was writing about it and journaling it and talking to the Lord about it and came to the conclusion that if I never had to be in debt, had to rely on His provision to pay for things, if I never had to get to this point, a couple things. One, I would have never known that I had put all my security in money. No, let me take that back because you're doing a lot, Lachey. But I had put a great amount of my security in money. So for the Lord to humble me, it taught me that the security wasn't in my money, it was in Him. And then for Him not to give me access to be able to pay for all my expenses every single month with cash, it also created a bigger dependence on God to show up for me to learn to trust Him, for me to learn that He's a true and ultimate provider, that it's not just when we pray when we need help that He helps us, that He helps us every single day. And how important it is to have your daily bread and to surrender daily because He will give you daily provision. So me getting in this debt has been beneficial. Me having to rely on God every single day for my bills to get paid has been beneficial. So the same way Abraham had to sacrifice his son and was told to sacrifice his son, right? Because the Lord provided a ram. The same way Abraham had to do that, that wasn't a practical request by God. It wasn't practical, and it wasn't something that probably made sense in the eyes of Abraham. But the Lord provided and He showed up. I feel it wasn't practical for me to become in debt to still stay in this apartment until the Lord called me to leave at the end of my lease. However, I believe the same way the Lord showed up for Abraham is the same way He'll show up for me. He will provide a way out through my sacrifices. And yeah, I wanted to get this out there because I'm tired of like being bound to it, thinking that, oh Lord, there's no way you call me this because I'm in debt. No, and the debt just testifies that God is going to do something amazing to pay it off for me. That's what that means, because if He's been providing for me every single day, like every single day, y'all, I'm kid you not, every day the bill is paid. And even if it's a few days late, baby, it's still coming at some point. Okay, I don't have the money for all the bills each month to pay, and that's why I have credit card debt. But the Lord provided a means to be able to pay for it in a way, and I trust that He's going to somehow, I don't know how He's going to do it, but I trust He's going to pay off my debts that I've gotten during this time frame. I trust He's going to pay them all off. Okay? So let's go ahead and hop into how much I have now. I did the math. The months that I've been here so far with me quitting my job, it would have cost me about $18,000 to be able to still stay in this apartment. When I quit my job, I believe I only had about $6,000 in my savings, or maybe $4,000. I can't remember which one it was, but I had a couple thousands in my bank account, and I used that, which makes sense for how much debt I've now accumulated. I'm doing this as a testimony because I do believe it's going to get paid in full. That's the extreme I'm believing, is in full, okay? Or if He wants to do it slow and just little by little, that's fine too. I'm not gonna argue with you. I have 4 credit cards that I've been using during this time. And then I also have my car, which I'm going to throw my car in too because that's still debt and I'm still borrowing. My Discover credit card, I have a balance of $6,071.50. Yeah, she was the first one to be thrown on the front line. Absolutely, she was. She was. We have my Members First credit card, $2,430.89. She's on her way to being maxed out. Just about a good $70 off. Chase card, $16.85. Now, she's new to the family. I've had the credit card for a while, but I didn't have the physical card, so I ordered a new one because rent's coming up again. Don't have the funds. You know what I'm saying? Don't have the funds. Not as of right now. That could change in an hour because, our God can move it all types of ways. But I was like, yep, that's going on the Chase credit card. Capital One, $1,504.53. Cute, cute, cute. So in total, my credit cards have accumulated $10,023.77. You know what? I've never had such a large sum of credit card debt besides the first time I quit my job. And when I first quit my job, when God said to leave the other job, he did provide a check in the mail. He did. And it paid off the credit card balance. It was like 4,000 something dollars. He paid it off. He did. He did. So it was like, oh, look at that. Paid for it in full. And at that time, the credit card, no interest. Now, let's throw my car on top of that. My car balance is $15,494.11. So in total, we are looking at a cute $25,517.88 of debt. Yes, God's going to pay this off because he called me to do this. This journey has been fruitful. It's been teaching me a lot. I believe my Lord is putting me in position to steward plenty. And I believe he had to humble me, take away what I thought my source was, to show me who my source is, and put me in position to be able to steward the money well when he gives it to me. And also have a giving heart because I wasn't giving 10%. Like, not intentionally. I think I was just doing stuff for people. But when I got money, like taxes, anything came in, checks, bonuses, whatever, it was my money. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to be, it's mine. And I loved saving it in my bank account and just seeing it grow in my account, which actually didn't grow. It was barely any interest. So yeah, but all that to say, in Jesus' mighty name, all of this debt that's accumulated since I've been on this journey with God is going to be paid in full. If anyone is out there and you're in the same situation, and I've been Googling, trying to find people on YouTube who have this situation, I don't see y'all. Where are y'all at? Because I cannot be the only one. And I was really trying to commit to myself. If you're in debt, that doesn't make sense, but it doesn't make sense for Abraham to sacrifice his son. But sometimes God tell you to do stuff just so he can put you in position for you to see how good he is. It's just that. And I believe that him paying off my debt and me doing this with an act of faith and me being faithful and obedient and striving for what God has for me, learn to be content, learning that it all belongs to him and I don't have to worry about the debts, and the debts don't have to make or break if I'm on the right path. But Abraham did something and was doing something in the act of something out of faithfulness that was not practical, that was not ideal. And putting my rent and expenses on credit is not ideal. So I'm putting this out here as an act of faith that I trust that God is going to pay off my debts. I trust that he's going to make a way for me to pay them off. I don't know how. I don't know what means, but they will be paid in full. And honestly, I'm almost basically running out of room on my credit cards to pay for my bills. And I believe this last month in March, I will have just enough basically to pay off the rest of the things. So most of the cards is close to maxed out. I trust the Lord. The interest, everything will be paid in full. I trust God. I was thinking about my credit and I was like, I can't even think about that. I'm not going to think about that. But yeah, that's me being transparent about my finances. $25,517.88 and $10,000 of credit card debt. From stepping away from my job to be obedient to God so he can prune me, transform me, get my mind right, reveal what's in my heart, get me ready to, and allow me to build this community with y'all too. He allowed me to go through these things with you guys and to build a community because God is going to do something great. And I'm just in obedience. And I'm putting this out there to let go of it and to not feel bound to the debt, to normalize it, to normalize that sometimes his plan looks like this. Sometimes his plan looks like something that don't make no sense. But it's a setup for him to bless me. It's a setup for him to show up because he's provided day by day, you guys. Today is February 26th. All the bills that I needed to have paid this month have been paid. Now, yes, rent was on credit, but my electric bill got to be paid in cash. My Members First credit card payment was paid in cash. The Discover card payment was paid in cash. The phone bill, credit card. My Capital One card, cash. the Xfinity bill, my Wi-Fi. I don't know which one that was on. I think it was cash. I don't know. Something was cash. Oh no, the phone bill was cash. The Wi-Fi was credit. And then my car payment was paid in cash. I don't know what to tell you. It's just happening. He's just giving me enough for the days to come. Like, he's giving me enough for the days. This time I can't plan ahead a couple months and say, yeah, I got it. It's day by day. So at the end of the day, it's paid for. I trust that God is going to keep providing because he's been providing for me every single day. Why would he leave that out? Why would he take care of me in this area and not in that area? Why would he leave me behind there and stay with me right here? He would not do that to me. He's not leaving me behind. This is just the journey he has me on. And I believe Jesus is going to pay off my debt in full, y'all. I don't know how, but when he does, I will be back to tell you. Whoever he sends, whatever he increases, whatever someone gives, offers, whatever he leads me to do that creates wealth that can pay off the debt and allow me to steward things well, and how he wants me to do as a faithful servant. I don't know. Or maybe just little by little, and he just watches where I put the money in and sees that I'm faithful. I don't know. What I do know is I don't have to be the one to figure it out by myself. I trust Jesus. So yeah, if you were in a situation similar, maybe you got some debts, you got some things to pay off, God is in every area of your life. Invite him into it. And believe and have faith and steward what you have well. But I can't let my debts ruin my joy in today. I can't let my debts make me think that this isn't right because it doesn't look practical. I'm still in God's will. This is still God's will. This platform, this channel, this is still God's will. I'm showing up, y'all. I'm consistent. I post when he tells me to post. I want to go. Tomorrow's not promised, baby. What am I scheduling something for next week for? Tomorrow's not promised. He said, be obedient today. I'm obedient today. So, baby, if I got that video today, it's being posted today. If he called me to have one the next day, it's only 15 minutes, baby, I'll take an hour to edit it and I'm posting it. I'm now free from this and I'm no longer allowing it to make me think that I'm stuck or like it's not normal. I'm putting it out there as an act of faith for God. And another testimony that he will answer soon. He will come to my rescue. He will come to my time of trouble. I'm grateful he allowed me to get this far without getting evicted. In total, he knows I needed $18,000 to be able to do this. The fact that it's 9 months, y'all, and I'm still in this apartment and no one's kicked me out. By the grace of God, I'm still eating food. I was able to buy me and my best friend some food while she's here. I was able to give still. I was able to give something still. He's going to help me. He's going to keep helping me because he's going to take care of me because he's my father. And I don't have to be a slave to my debt. Not even now. This is a setup for God to show up and show me his glory and how good he can be, how amazing he can be, because this is the God of the impossible we serve. And this is in an impossible situation where I'm like, Lord, it's stacking up. What is going on? Like, Lord, what is going on? God, help me, please. You know I don't want my credit score dropping. You know I don't want to be in debt. You know I don't want to have all this interest build. God, you know I didn't want that. But without it, I would have never got to experience the true beauty of his provision. And I still am. And I'm still surrendering daily. And I'm still getting my daily bread. And I'm still panicking sometimes. I'm still stressed sometimes. But I trust you, God. I trust you to pay off my debt. And it will be paid in full. In Jesus' mighty name. Love y'all. See you next video. Yeah, Lord gonna get me out of this. Quickly. So I don't have to be quickly, God. I learned not to be hasty. Those who gather little by little, we'll have plenty.